Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Bleach, chapter 586. Alright, and this chapter is pretty simple. It's pretty much people arriving. That's really. It was a bit more than that. To start off, it was Team Kuchiki versus Team Bazb. Right, all the Quincy's, the Stern Ritter, they activate Volstandic, and they start to fight. We don't actually get to see them legit start to fight, though. I think it was Ikaku who did one attack to stop Bazb from running away. Well, not running away, just ignoring them and going after Ichigo. Um, but that was like the only real offense we saw from um, this big. I don't even know how many people were there. I was going to say 616, but I honestly don't even know how many. Bazb said it wasn't even either, so well. The point I'm gonna end up making is that I'm actually looking forward to this, um, mainly because of the way Tite Kubo drew it with that double page spread with all the Quincy's on top and all the Soul Reapers on bottom. The one gripe I have though is that instead of putting Candace Catnip on top, he put Na Na Najaku. I'm like, what? Why? Why? you, I mean, you've done so many convenient camera angles on Candace Catnip, yet you missed this huge opportunity to do it again. I'm like, why would you put Nana Najakoop right there? The dude who's like completely irrelevant now. Like actually completely irrelevant. There was a time I thought he would be relevant when he was just randomly stalking, not randomly, but when he was stalking Renji. But that ended up being completely irrelevant because what you could literally eliminate that from the manga and nothing would change. Okay, like Renji, that whole those all those scenes, um, all those scenes with Nanana. That's a stupid name. With Nanana watching Renji, like as he slept and stuff, and thinking it was just a trap and all that. Why? Why? Well, what was the point? To make sure we didn't forget that Nanana existed? There was no point. There was no point. Okay, which is essentially the same feeling I get for the greater majority of the stuff that's happened in Bleach ever since Ichigo finished his yeah, ever since Ichigo finished his training in the Zero at the Spirit Palace with the Zero Squad. You know, it's everything feels like Kubo was just trying to find a way to waste time until Ichigo got there. I mean, Grammy, what? Why? To have Kenpachi show off? How about you have Kenpachi show off against someone who's already been introduced? That way we can actually care about the fight. The guy beat Yachiru, a girl who has literally never fought before ever in the series. Well, I mean, like, chapter 1 through chapter 585, set whatever chapter it was. Okay, that's what I mean. I don't mean like she's never fought before ever in her life. I mean, as far as the span of the manga has gone, she hasn't fought at all. So like her beating Grammy beating Yachiru is like not nearly enough to make me care about Kenpachi versus Grammy. You know, it's just like some of these fights have their. I've said it before, but there was no story behind it. It was just like, oh look, Mask de Masculine is fighting Renji. Look, Mask de Masculine is fighting Rose and Kensei. Um, Kang Do is fighting Soifo. It's like at all no, that kind of had no. Well, no, let me not even get into that because that whole Bankai stealing storyline was completely pointless too. It's I could the only purpose it served was to get Yamamoto's Bankai to Yuha. That was they should have just made that a power. He should have just made that a power that only Yuha could use. Because what was the point? Soifone mastered whatchamacallit, Shunko. She could have done that during the time skip. You didn't need this for her to do that. If you wanted her to master Shunko, you could have done it then. Hitsugaya learned how to make thin ice. Who cares? It did nothing. Who cares? Well, I'm getting off topic now, but the point is that a lot of the stuff that's happened to Bleach recently is just it's just irrelevant and has no purpose. It's just a waste of time. Um, and oh, actually, no. The point was that Najakub shouldn't be shouldn't be up there. It should be Candace Catnip, but whatever. Forget about it. That was quite the tangent. But after that, we see Ichigo arriving where Yuha Bach, Hashfald, and Uryu are. Uryu starts shooting at Ichigo. Ichigo's asking him questions, but Uryu doesn't want to answer any of them. He's just saying, you can't beat Yuha Bach. You'll die. Just stop. Go home. Um, then Orihime and Chad show up. Calm down, you guys. Orihime is only 17. Despite the outfit she's wearing and the way she looks, she's only like 17, 18. Like, chill. All right. As a matter of fact, I'll make that the title too. That'll be funny. Um, but yeah, they show up. No Green Jow. No, I'm not even gonna say next week because it's probably not gonna be next week. It's gonna be like next year. But those two show up. Uryu still ignores them and he leaves with Yuha Bach. Yuha tells him, "Have you said your goodbyes? Because this is the last chance you're gonna get." And he says, "Yes." So something's gonna happen. Well, let me say this: they end up leaving. Um, so they go through one of their little portals. Not portal. What are they freaking called? Senkaimon. Well, it wasn't a Senkaimon though. It was like different. It was like some Kaguya opening up a dimension and going through type of thing. Um, but yeah, so they're leaving, which leads me to have a couple questions. One, is this the end of the arc, and are we transitioning to a new arc now? Um, the saga is obviously still going to go on. I'm just thinking like, are we going to transition to a new arc now? For instance, what I mean by that is like take Naruto for example. It went from the Fourth Great Ninja War to the Ten Tails Revival arc to the Return of Madara arc, and now it's in another new arc with Kaguya. Okay, that's what I mean. It's like it's the same thing, but it's like a different arc. Technically, I think I'm wondering if Bleach is gonna have a similar change in arc now, um, because of the whole location change thing. Maybe not, but not a big deal at all, really. Whether it's yes or no. The biggest question though is why is it that Uryu won't get another chance to say his goodbyes to them? It's either one because he's just never going to see them again because they're going to die or they're going to be stuck in the Soul Society or he's going to go far away and they're just literally never going to meet again. Or it could be that he's going to die because Yuha Bach is going to absorb him and take his power. Now that wouldn't make any freaking sense. Why would you give him a Stern Ritter A and like giving the ability if you're just going to take it literally right after you do it? That doesn't make sense. Um, I mean, we all know that he's going to see Ichigo and Orihime and Chad again. So it's, I guess my motivation to come up with reasons for why he's never going to see them again is just very low, seeing as though I know he's going to see them again. Um, I'll just assume for now it has something to do with the location and that and the others are probably going to die before they reach him. So I'll just assume it's that. Because it makes no sense for Yuha Bach to absorb Uryu. Why set him up as your successor and give him the Stone Ritter A power when you're just going to kill him right out? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So I'll assume that Uryu is safe from the purge, I guess you could call it. Yeah, that's it for the chapter. Give me Grimmjow. That's all. That's the only thing left I have to say. Um, So as for the rating, I guess that would be a really important last thing to say. The rating, I will give this chapter 7 out of 10. Not much happened. The end was like the most important part, but I like the way things were presented in terms of like how things were drawn. Kubo never does. Everyone knows about Kubo and his backgrounds, but I still like his art in terms of like the way he draws characters. So I just like the way people were drawing this this week. Plus the double page spread with the Quincy's on top, Soul Reapers up on the bottom, which may be an indication as to who's going to win the fight, but who knows. Um, I just like the way he drew things, the way he paneled things, drawing, paneling, art in general, plus the ending there. So I'll give the chapter a 7 out of 10. I thought it was cool, even though it wasn't the longest chapter ever. But you know, that's Bleach for you. So yeah, that's that, you guys. Chapter gets a 7 out of 10. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.